occupies higher position than copper in the reactivity series. So zinc will displace copper from copper sulfate solution. Will it displace or not? Will zinc displace copper from copper sulfate?
Yes, sir. They will displace.
So this it will form zinc sulfate and copper precipitate. Okay, zinc sulfate aqueous, it will be white in color, whereas what is the color of copper sulfate? It is blue.
Blue.
Okay. Second, they asked that silver metal is added to copper sulfate solution. Now, silver, Ag,
Sir,
silver is added to copper sulfate solution aqueous. So, see, when we look at the reactivity series, the position of silver is below copper in the reactivity series. Is this statement true? Is this
Yes,
statement
sir.
true? Okay. So zinc occupies lower position in the reactivity series than copper. So when we add piece of silver in copper sulfate solution, so copper will not be displaced by silver, and hence there will be no reaction. And hence there will be no reaction.
No reaction.
Okay. Okay. Next question, sixth question. This was the easiest question. This was the easiest question. The process of coating iron so as to prevent it from galvanization, so as to prevent it from corrosion. What is the correct answer to this question?
Galvanization. Galvanization.
What is galvanization? The process of covering a molten layer of zinc over iron in order to protect it from corrosion or rusting is called galvanization. Okay?
Prevent rusting.
Yes, sir.
So how many of you have done this question correct? How many of you have done this question correct?
Sir, I have.
Sir.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Ipsita, what do you want to ask? Ipsita?
Sir, by mistake हो गया.
Okay. Those who are raising their hands, Anushika, you have raised your hand. What do you want to ask? Anushika Parmar?
No, sir, nothing.
But you have raised your hand, no? Yes, Himanshu Sani, you want to ask something?
Sir, I have done it correctly.
Okay, very good. Himanshu, you want to ask any question? Next question. Question number 11. See, question number 11. A metal salt MX, when exposed to light, split up to form metal M and a gas X2. Metal M is used in making ornaments, whereas gas X2 is used in making bleaching powder. The salt MX is itself used in black and white photography. Identify the metal M and gas X2. So metal कौन सा होगा?
Metal M is silver and
Silver. And
silver
And
or
chlorine.
gas chlorine.
gas is chlorine. Very good, because chlorine gas is used to prepare bleaching powder.
Bleaching powder CaCO2.
Can anybody tell me how can we prepare bleaching powder? We have already studied in chapter 2 acid basis a method of preparation of bleaching powder. How can we prepare bleaching powder? Yes, Ishadeep Kaur. Ishadeep Kaur, can you listen me? Can you hear me? Ishadeep Kaur. Okay, Ujjwal Srivastav. Ujjwal Srivastav. आशीष मिश्रा गलत बोल रहा है. आशीष मिश्रा is telling that tartaric acid plus lactic acid. It is wrong. Vinisha, yes. Vinisha, you have raised your hand. What do you want to say?
Sir, I want to answer.
Yes, please answer.
Sir, CaO plus Cl2 is equals to CaOCl2.
CO, are you sure?
CaO quick lime.
We have
Sir.
to pass. One minute, Kushag. Let me. Vinisha, what do you want to say that when we pass chlorine gas over quicklime, we get bleaching powder? Are you sure? Vinisha, are you sure? Vinisha Agrawal.
Yes, sir.
This is
Passing dry chlorine gas over dry slag line.
wrong. Then, but first of all, you said incorrect now.
Yes,
Veronica,
sir. Yes, sir.
so you are not studying well, that means.
सर मतलब सर फॉर्मूला तो यही था.
फॉर्मूला क्या था बेटा?
एक सेकंड सर.
See, Vinisha, please listen.
Yes, sir.
We can prepare bleaching powder by passing chlorine gas over dry slag lime. And dry slag lime is calcium hydroxide and not calcium oxide. Now, is it clear?
Oh yes sir, yes sir.
Okay. So how can
Yes,
you
sir.
claim that? How can you claim that formula to wahi tha? You are incorrect. No, so you have to correct yourself, Vinisha. Okay.
Yes sir, yes sir. Sorry sir, वो
No problem, no problem. But you have to keep in mind, because we have studied that chapter recently. Only we have studied. No, that is why.
Yes, sir.
That is why I asked. Okay. So bleaching powder can be prepared by passing chlorine gas over dry slag lime. Dry slag lime is calcium hydroxide. And what is? Can anybody tell me what is the chemical name of bleaching powder? Yes, Ritika Meghwal. Ritika Meghwal, what is the chemical name of bleaching powder? Ritika Meghwal, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What is the chemical name of bleaching powder? Chemical name?
Sir, calcium hypochlorite.
No.
CaOCl2.
This is chemical formula you are telling. I am asking chemical name. Manali Soni, can you answer? What is the chemical name of bleaching powder?
Sir, calcium oxychloride.
Very good. Calcium oxychloride. Yes. Melvin Victor, are you there? Melvin Victor.
Yes, sir.
What type of salt is bleaching powder? What type of salt?
Sir, white.
No, what type of salt is bleaching powder?
In the sense,
Array, we have studied, no? Normal salt, double salt, complex salt, mixed salt. So what
Sir,
type of
sir, mix.
mix? Why it is called mixed salt?
Sir, components sir उसमें mix है sir. It's a mixture of chlorine and calcium.
Melvin Victor, do not try to answer anything. Understand? You are not sure, that you should say, sir, I am not sure, I don't know the answer. You should not say any answer. You should not say erratically any answer you are telling. Are you listening, Melvin?
Yes, sir.
How can you say that it is a mixture of chlorine and that? It is a compound. It is a compound. It is not a mixture. Is it mixture?
Sir, I was trying to say that only, but it slipped from my mouth.
So then you said, Melvin, you please stay on the line. You said that bleaching powder is a mixed salt. So how can you say that it is a mixed salt? What are the properties of a mixed salt? Can you tell me? Or you don't have the answer? You just tell me. Melvin, I'm waiting for your response. Melvin,
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting for your response. Do you know the answer? Otherwise, we can proceed further.
What? Can you please repeat the question?
Why bleaching powder is called a mixed salt? Why bleaching powder is called a mixed salt? The question is this.
Sir, it's of mixed of hydrochloric acid and hypochlorous acid.
Leave it, leave it, leave it. Leave. Oh, you don't know the correct answer. Can anybody from...
Sir,
Yes, Manali, yes, please tell. What type of salt is bleaching powder and why it is called that type of salt?
sir, mixed salt because the same cation is satisfied by the two different anions. It is CaOCl2, so OCl minus and Cl minus are the cations.
Very good. That Melvin Victor, is it clear to you now?
Yes, sir.
What is clear? See, calcium cation is satisfied by two different anions, OCl minus and Cl minus. That is why it is called mixed salt. Okay? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now let us move on to the next question. Question number 14. This was the last question of chemistry. Then we will come back to our chapter metals and non-metals, because we have not studied that chapter since long. Okay. So see, actually in the question paper there was what are different types of combination reactions, but it was corrected that what are different types of decomposition reactions. Have all of you corrected that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of you know what are decomposition reactions. Decomposition reactions are such reactions in which a single reactant is split or broken down into two or more smaller fragments. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
And decomposition reactions, since they require consumption of energy, so they are endothermic reactions. What is the nature of decomposition reactions? It is endothermic because they need energy consumption. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, depending upon the source of energy, yesterday also we discussed, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yesterday only we discussed that depending upon the source of energy, the decomposition reactions are of three types. When the energy is in the form of heat, they are called thermal decomposition. For example, thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate, it yields calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide, isn't it? Then when the energy is in the form of electric current or electric spark, this type of decomposition is called electrolytic decomposition. For example, electrolysis of water yields hydrogen at the cathode and oxygen at the anode. Okay. And the third type of decomposition reactions are such reactions in which substance is broken down on exposure to sunlight. They are called photolytic decomposition reactions. For example, halides of silver chloride and silver bromide, they are used in photography. Silver chloride, when it is exposed to sunlight, it gives silver and chlorine gas. Okay, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these were the questions of chemistry in your PT1. So these were very easy questions. We have discussed all questions in our classes, and in the previous class, in the last class also we discussed about this. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
now we are going to resume our chapter metals and non-metals. Please open your notebook and see where were we. Please see. See, children, we were discussing the chemical properties of metals. We have seen how metals react with oxygen. We have seen how metals react with oxygen. We have seen how metals react with acid. We have also seen how metals react with metal salt solutions of other metals. Isn't it? इतनी reactions पढ़ ली हमने कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
इतनी पढ़ ली है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
today we have to resume the chapter. We have to resume the chapter and we have to see that how do metals react with non-metals. Okay, children?
Sir?
Are you ready? Are you ready with your notebooks? Are you ready with your notebooks or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please take out that notebook in which we are doing those chemical properties. Now we have to write reaction of metals with non-metals. Please write down. This is the fifth property, I think. Reaction of metals with non-metals. See, this is very important property. This is the very important property. Please pay attention. And this we have studied in class 9th, how the chemical formula of a compound is formed. Haven't we studied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For example, see, metals are we will write down. Metals are electropositive. Metals are electropositive. So they lose electrons readily. Electrons. You can note down along with me so that we can cover more and more in this class. Metals are electropositive, so they lose electrons and form cations. For example, Na Na, it loses electron and it forms Na plus 1 electron. Okay. Similarly, Mg loses 2 electrons and it forms Mg2 plus 2 electrons. And so on. Okay. Any problem? Any problem in this? Then second, non-metals are electronegative, so they accept electrons lost by metals and form anions. For example, see,
Chlorine.
Cl plus 1 electron gives Cl minus. Okay. Similarly, O plus 2 electrons give O2 minus. This is oxide ion. Any problem in this? Any problem
No,
in
sir.
this? Okay. Okay. Now let us see how these metals and non-metals react to form. Can anybody tell me what type of compounds are formed when metals react with non-metals? Can anybody tell me what type of compounds are formed when a metal reacts with a non-metal? Okay, no problem. Have you written this, all of you?
No, sir.
Have all
No,
of you?
sir.
Sir.
Okay. I'm going to rub this now. Please. देखो इधर, अब सपोज Na प्लस है प्लस Cl माइनस है, तो क्या बन जाएगा? Na प्लस NaCl, ठीक है ना? तो इनके बीच में कौन सा बॉन्ड है? दिस बॉन्ड इज कॉल्ड आयनिक बॉन्ड. क्या बोलेंगे? आयनिक बॉन्ड. आयनिक और इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. व्हाट टाइप ऑफ बॉन्ड इज दिस? इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. ओके. Any problem in this? अब इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट. यस साधना.
सर आपने कहा what type of compound is formed when non-metals and metals react. तो इसमें
Okay.
non-metals और metals react करे तो salt बन रहा है.
कौन सा बॉन्ड बन रहा है?
Salt बन रहा है.
आयनिक बॉन्ड बन रहा है. साधना पटेल, आयनिक बॉन्ड इज फॉर्म्ड. आयनिक बॉन्ड.
ओके सर.
ओके. लिसन, अब बात आती है इनके इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर की. ठीक है. वी ऑल नो दैट सोडियम Na plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 और Cl minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 होते ना. और Na में एक था, वो इसने किससे ले लिया? इससे ले लिया. तो इनके बीच में बन गया 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 और 8. ठीक है ना? दिस टाइप ऑफ बॉन्ड इज फॉर्म्ड. ओके. एनी प्रॉब्लम चिल्ड्रन?
No, sir.
में 80 बनेंगे, 8 डॉट्स ही बनेंगे, कैसे पता चला?
मनाली, यस. मनाली क्या बोला? हाँ, क्या बोला बेटा? पूछो मनाली.
सर ये Na में 8. सर
हाँ बेटा.
हाँ सर, वो Na में 8 डॉट्स ही बनेंगे, ये कैसे पता चला? मतलब
8 क्या बनेंगे? कैन यू रिपीट योर क्वेश्चन
सर आपने
मनाली?
ये 8.
ओके, मैं बताता हूँ
सर
हाँ ठीक है. इधर देखो, इधर. लेट अस सी द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सोडियम एटम. Sodium is Na, its atomic number is 11, isn't it? And
Yes, sir.
देखो, there will be three shells. There will be 3 shells. तो ये हो गया K subshell, K, L और M. K, L.
281.
Okay, listen. So this is 2, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 और ये 8 और ये 8. ओके है ना? ये 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो गए कि नहीं हो गए? बना ली?
Yes, sir.
अब now
Yes, sir.
one electron is lost by sodium. One electron is lost by sodium. One electron is lost,
Huh.
Yes.
which is accepted by chlorine. Let us make the atomic structure of chlorine also here. Let us make the electronic structure of chlorine. What is the atomic number of chlorine?
17.
7. Okay.
287.
हाँ, क्लोरीन का 17 हो गया. इसका देख लो, बना लो. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ओके, 7 है ना? अब ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दे देगा इससे, तो ये क्लोराइड बन जाएगा और ये Na+ बन जाएगा. अब आ गई बात समझ में? बना ली?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Clear है.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see how magnesium chloride is formed. How magnesium chloride is formed. Shall I rub this now? Shall I rub?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see how magnesium chloride is formed. Mg एटमिक नंबर कितना होता है? 12. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन 282. 282. Okay, any problem?
Yes, sir. No,
So
sir.
it will form Mg will form Mg2 plus plus 2 electrons. Okay, 2 electrons. Now chlorine, see here, chlorine, atomic number of chlorine is 17. Its electronic configuration is 287. Now listen everyone, one atom of magnesium is losing 2 electrons. One atom of magnesium is losing 2 electrons, but one atom of chlorine can accept only 1 electron. One atom of chlorine can accept only 1 electron. So in order to accept 2 electrons which are lost by magnesium atom, we require how many chlorine atoms? Yes,
Sir, 2.
2. Very good. So that is why, see all of you. So Mg 2 plus 2Cl minus gives MgCl2. Gives what? MgCl2. Okay. Any problem?
No, sir.
Sir.
MgCl2.
No, sir.
अब देखो बनेगा कैसे, ये देख लो यहाँ पे. प्लीज पे अटेंशन एवरीवन. देखो ध्यान से, ये मैग्नीशियम है, टू 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 1 and this is 2. Okay, अब there are 2 atoms of chlorine. See please, क्लोरीन को पहले बना लो. क्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन क्या है? 287. क्या बेटा? 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So how many electrons are needed by this chlorine atom to complete its octet? How many electrons are needed by this chlorine atom? One electron.
One.
So one electron, it will be lost by this magnesium atom and it will come here, okay? And it will become chloride ion. Okay, children? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yes,
this another chlorine atom, it will gain one more electron from this magnesium atom, 2, 8, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of this electron, it will come to this chlorine atom and it will become chloride ion. Okay. So in the formation of magnesium chloride, there is formation of 3 cations basically, Mg2 plus cation and 2 chloride ions. Chloride ions. Okay. Any problem? Any problem, children?
No, sir.
So this is how formation of ionic bonds take place. Okay. We will write down. Share it up this. Share it up.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you drawn, children?
Yes, sir.
Oh, let us write. See. Now, please pay attention. Cations and anions cations and anions form strong bonds known as ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Ionic bond or electrovalent bond. Cations and anions form strong bonds known as ionic bond or electrovalent bonds. These have strong attraction because of opposite charges. The compounds resulting by the interaction of cations and anions are called ionic compounds or electrovalent compounds. Ionic compounds or electrovalent compounds. Electrovalent compounds, for example, we have seen already NaCl, MgCl2, CaCO3, etc. Okay. So the bonds which are formed by the interaction of metal and non-metal, that is cations and anions, is called ionic bond. Okay, and the compounds which are formed, they are called ionic compounds. Now we have to study the properties of ionic compounds. Okay, can we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Can we move ahead, children? Can we move ahead?
Sir, wait, please wait.
Sir, blackboard is blurred.
You want to see the blackboard?
यस सर, पर ब्लैक बोर्ड ब्लर आ रहा है.
What is not visible to you? I am reading it for you. You can note down. Cations and anions form strong bonds known as ionic bond or electrovalent bond. These have strong attraction because of opposite charges. The compounds resulting by the interaction of cations and anions are called ionic compounds or electrovalent compounds. For example, NaCl, MgCl2, CaCO3, etc. उसमें ज्यादा क्या है? अपने
Okay sir, thanks.
you can write in your own words also. Okay. अब हम लोग आगे बढ़ जाएं. Shall I have the board?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we will put up the heading properties of ionic compounds. Properties of ionic compounds. Properties of ionic compounds. See. See, first is, see, since children, these compounds are formed by the interaction of oppositely charged ions, so they have strong bonds among them, so it is they cannot be easily broken down. So they have high melting and boiling points. Write down. These are generally hard solids and break into pieces on applying pressure that is they are brittle. क्या है बेटा ये लोग? They are brittle. They are generally solids. Okay. Second, they have strong interionic attraction. So their melting points and boiling points are higher. Their melting points and BP are higher. ठीक है, इनके melting point और boiling point high होते हैं because they have strong interionic attraction. Okay, इसलिए we need more energy for breaking them. We need more energy to break them. Understand? Melting point is the point at which the solid breaks is converted into liquid. Okay, so we have to spend more and more energy. Are you understanding the properties of ionic compounds?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. The third one, these conduct electric current in their aqueous solution. Aqueous solution में ही वो conduct करते हैं electricity. ठीक है ना? Electric conductor, they are good conductors of electricity in their aqueous solution, not in the solid state. Okay, ये ध्यान रखना. Please keep this in mind that they conduct electricity only in their molten state. Now, see, can anybody add in this properties of ionic compounds? कुछ और add करना चाहते हैं? Fourth, see, ionic compounds, since they are made up of ions, so they are soluble in such solvents which are polar solvents, like water. Water is a polar solvent because it dissociates to give H plus and OH minus ions. Okay, and water is an universal solvent because it is capable to dissolve most of the substances, isn't it? Do you agree with this or not, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so write down ionic compounds. Ionic compounds are soluble. Ionic compounds are soluble in polar solvents like water. Polar solvents like water. Polar solvents like water. But they are insoluble in. But they are insoluble in organic solvents like kerosene, benzene, etc. ठीक है ना? आयनिक कंपाउंड्स हैं तो वो आयनिक सॉल्वेंट में डिसॉल्व होंगे, ठीक है बेटा? बिकॉज लाइक डिसॉल्व्स लाइक. Have you heard this line? Like dissolves like.
No, sir.
Okay, now you remember this line that like dissolves like. This means that ionic compounds are soluble in such solvents which are polar in nature. Polar means, अब हम बात करते हैं polar का मतलब हो गया जैसे H2O है ना, H2O dissociates to give H plus OH minus ions. तो दो पोल्स हो गए ना ये H plus और OH minus, इन्हीं को बोलते हैं पोलर सॉल्वेंट. इनको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा?
Polar solvent.
पोलर सॉल्वेंट, ठीक है ना? तो जो आयनिक कंपाउंड्स है वो पोलर सॉल्वेंट्स में सॉल्युबल होंगे और जो नॉन आयनिक कंपाउंड यानी कोवलेंट कंपाउंड्स हैं वो नॉन पोलर सॉल्वेंट्स में सॉल्युबल होंगे, जैसे ऑर्गेनिक सॉल्वेंट्स बेंजीन, टॉलिन, केरोसिन एक्सेट्रा. ओके.
Okay, sir.
Any problem regarding this, children? Any problem regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay, so now we have come to end of the chemical properties of metals. Tomorrow we will see the occurrence of metals in nature. Okay, how to extract metals from their ores. Okay, children, so be prepared for that.
Okay, sir.
If you have any problem regarding what we have studied today, you can ask. Otherwise, we can end up this class. Do you have any doubt to ask?
सर ये जो
No,
आयोनिक
sir.
कंपाउंड होता है वो फ्लेम को कलर भी दे देता है शायद.
हाँ बेटा.
सर ये जो आयोनिक कंपाउंड होते हैं वो उनके पास एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती है ना कि वो फ्लेम को कलर दे सके.
हाँ, because many metals they form colored ions. Yes. Yes. Any other doubt? Any other doubt you have, please ask. Otherwise, I am ending up the session.
No, sir, no doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you and have a nice day, children.